Hi everyone. Hello. How are y'all? I uncover the news. Thousands. Yeah. Yeah, hi Bonnie Russell. Hi Kathy W. Hi Julie Saint. Hi Catherine Stubbs. Yeah, UK is accusing Russia of striving to put a pro-Kremlin government in power in the Ukraine. Hi Michelle Peterson. Oh. Yeah. Oh, hi Dean. How are you, my dear? It was such fun catching up with you and Sophie and Kathy yesterday. Yep. Dean, I'm just going to check something. Penny may have just dropped on something. Oh, that's Hermit's Mirror. No, I thought maybe that's somebody else who uses Hermit as part of their name. So, yeah, anyway. I hope everyone's well. Thank you for the response I got on Friday with my impromptu thing. I just felt, wow. And somebody asked the other day if there were going to be some bombshell things coming out of the document drop, basically, from the National Archives. Well, of course, we've all heard by now about the draft executive order to order the DOD to gather up all the voting machines. I don't think anyone should really be surprised that that was something that they were willing to try and do. Anyway, what's going on in this coming week? I might start with Australia today. I am. Oh, she didn't. She asked Jewish visitors to the capital if they were doing a reconnaissance. Oh my God. How? Oh, she's such a. She's not going to be there. She's going to be primaried. Well, no, she won't. She's not Democrat, so they can't primary. And also, the Arizona Democratic Party have censured Kristen Sinema and indicated that if she doesn't start doing the right thing, they will primary her. You know, and, you know, that's the sort of thing that, you know, the possibility of a primary should be thrown at Manchin too. Yeah, Kristen, I got that. I'm going to be doing that reading now. So I'm going to start with Australia first. So Australia for the upcoming week. So, going today, what have we got? So we're going to get stuck straight into it, basically. King of Cups. Borders have been opening up for people to come in. More people have been able to come in. There's some loosening up with the PCR testing. You only have to do RAT tests now. And so it's a very emotional in parts of Australia. A lot of emotion is flowing around because people have been able to start coming in and coming home and, you know, easing with quarantine and things like that. Oh, Mama's Family. That's Carol Burnett and the wonderful Vicki Lawrence played Mama Kate Monday in Australia. Queen of Wands. Ooh, very fiery. Protective stance. I do feel like the Queen of Wands, Monday. Like I'm getting a real fiery defense. I think maybe Anastasia Palaszczuk up in Queensland, because I think she's the only female premier at the moment. I think I do feel like this might be her. She might be saying, okay, no, things. Putting in some protective steps, and it's going to cause a little bit of debate. Hi, Apple. How are you, my darling? The Ten of Swords on Tuesday. Stab, 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 stab. Ooh. That's like coming to the end of one cycle, but it's the Ten of Swords. Scott Morrison's going to try and leave it as late as possible to call the election in. Tuesday, it's definitely going to feel like a bit of a long, dark night of the soul. I think that the first half of this week, it's like there's going to be a real blow with that Ten of Swords, I think. And then the Six of Wands with vindication. This is the Six of Wands in this gorgeous deck that hubby bought me. Animal Aeon, something it's called. It's gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I do feel like we're in for quite a dark period in the first half of the week, possibly with numbers. Thursday, manipulation, juggling things. Finding it really hard to balance things out with the Two of Pentacles on Thursday. Friday, the World. Friday, Australia, the World. I feel like all eyes are going to be on us, but also we're going to be ending one phase and entering into another as a country. Three of Wands. Okay, we're going to start seeing some results of some actions. I'm going to put a clarifier on this. This is in Australia, guys, for the next week. By next Saturday, we're going to start seeing some results of some actions. But are they good or bad results? I'm getting a bit ambivalent. It's like, oh, well, it's not good, it's not bad, but it doesn't improve the situation. So basically feeling it's a bit of a non-entity, whatever the results are. So Four of Pentacles, yeah, security, our security, and we're looking at the country as a whole. So I feel like this result of some actions may not necessarily be the best for us. It may undermine our security as a nation a little bit. So there might be a few kerfuffle things happening. I think we might be called upon to step up and put our voices with others, and that could undermine a few things with our financial and security, national security. So I think it's going to be a pretty interesting up and down week. COVID dominates the first half, and then maybe moving into something else, manipulation, trying to juggle things. All eyes on the world on Friday. What's that about? All of the world looking at us on Friday. The Hierophant. We have an institutional and constitutional duty for something, and we're going to have to set some things in motion. So this is the third. This is three major arcanas for Friday. So Friday's going to be quite a big impact day with regard to Australia in general. So it'd be interesting to see what comes on. I do feel it might be something to do with Southeast Asia, even Queen of Rods, which is the same as on Monday, but different instinctual. Yeah, definitely somebody we have repeated clashes with. So I think we're heading for trouble with not trouble. A bit of argy-bargy again with China. Yeah. Hi, Deborah Kell. Hi, Renee. Hi, Deborah Costro. Hi, Michelle Mabel. Hi, Anna Macedo. Oh. Okay. What does the next week bring for the UK? Guides of the highest truth and compassion. Next week. What's next week going to bring for the UK? In all chaos, eh? UK. Sunday. King of Pentacles. Leadership stability. It's like busy worker bees. Busy worker bees. I do feel like that is definitely the leadership. Busy buzzing around the leadership, as it has been all week, a continuation of that. King of Swords, Monday. definitely leadership is very much in the first 2 days of this week. Instability, the stability of the leadership is very much, and then there's leadership, sharp, clear leadership is being called for, and it's not happening. The King of Swords, this could even be prosecutionary in some way, but I don't see Boris indicted for anything like that. But the Kings steer the way. They are the directors of energy and focus in the tarot, and I'm not feeling that energy and focus. There's lots of energy, but I'm feeling a real lack of focus. So a real lack of focus here with the King of Pentacles. This is in the UK, guys. Tuesday. Wow. Tuesday is the Death card. It is the end of something. This could be, and it is a major arcana. So this could be Boris stepping down, resigning as leader, or a vote of no confidence in his leadership. Following up on that, Tuesday is definitely a big change coming in the UK to do with the leadership. Could possibly be Boris succumbing to pressure and going. Wednesday, Ace of Wands, new energy. New energy. It's going to be a high drama week in Britain, in the UK. I know there's only one major arcana so far, but the others are kings and aces. They're high status cards. Hi, Shelby Lisa. Hi, Geek. Hi, Rondell. How are you? Wednesday, Thursday, 7 of Cups. Trying to find their way. Choices, lots of choices. A risk. There's going to be possibly a bit of a fugue happening in the UK. Maybe some people, wow, what happens now? Where do we go? Who's going to be the caretaker? Stuff like that. Because if Boris goes, he won't hang around and caretake the way Theresa May did. He'll just go. And, yeah. Hi, Howland Sweet. Friday in the UK, the Star. Okay, a feeling of new direction stepping in. New hope and new direction, maybe finding a new direction. So hope that confusion and all that may only be a temporary thing there. But setting new directions. And Saturday in the UK. So it looks like it's a big upheaval week in the UK. Saturday, 4 of Swords. Resting back. Sitting back, taking a breath. Taking a big, deep breath and recovering from a pretty interesting week. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens in the UK. Now, they are definitely, I'll do a couple of clarifies to see if this situation with them wanting the Russia not to try and put pro-Kremlin leadership in the Ukraine. Is the Ukraine situation going to have a bearing on things as well? Hi, J Cat Lady. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. Oopsie daisy, a card went flying out. What was it? Yes, it is. So there's going to be pressure on the government institutions with the UK with their concerns over the Russia as well. And the Star, yeah. Definitely. So that's definitely going to be a need for leadership to step up this week, because this is going to cause a bit of a poo storm. So, yeah. Okay, guys. So let's move to have a look at Europe during this week. So, hi, Edna May. And guys, if you want a reading, you can email me. As I said, $30. Okay. So, hey, sweetie, if you could make that coffee,
yeah,
that would be great. No, you haven't. You're actually early. But... Oh, Rondell, dreading the thought that Dutton will eventually replace Morrison. Oh, well, he might, but he won't be Prime Minister. Will Peter Dutton ever be the Prime Minister? I just get no. I can't see him in that role. Yeah. No, I don't think so. We've got there's he is steady and he's reliable, but he doesn't really have that. He's steady and he's reliable, but he doesn't really have the support for that. Okay, he's out in the cold with that. So there would have to be quite a change of things for Dutton to end up as Prime Minister. That doesn't mean he won't end up as the leader of the opposition. I don't see him, and I do think he will end up as leader of the opposition, but as Prime Minister, that's a different thing altogether. Yeah, so if you want a reading, it's $30 US now for Zoom. If you want an email reading, they take a bit longer, so I charge a few dollars more. And I'll also be doing emails, $10 US, to answer one question using 3 oracle cards. So yeah, if you want any of that, you can email me. Okay, so Europe in the coming week, what's going on there? Hi, Melinda, False Chief Real Tarot. James almost feels like Carlton the doorman. No, he's not, but, you know, I'm trying to teach him the Carlton dance, but he won't do it. Okay, Europe, Sunday, 10 of Wands. Okay, they've been struggling to get where they are, but they've sort of reached that peak. So it sort of feels like that, even though they've been saying, oh, they've reached the peak in, hi Melinda. Everyone's saying hello, James.
Hey guys.
Email me, Edna May. Email me, and I've got
Very nice.
some openings up. Some openings this week, and February's opened up too. So, and I'll send you the thing.
Great.
Several people.
That's very nice.
Yeah. So email me at Footprint Tarot. Here, I'll put the banner up, and it's done by. I can do Zoom. I can do Messenger if you're on my Facebook.
Take her, baby.
I can do what do you call it?
There you go.
WhatsApp.
Very hot.
Thank you.
Lots of cream, but not too much.
It was just, Jade made me a coffee earlier, and I took one sip, and it was like, it was very strong, baby.
This isn't too strong.
Kickstart a tractor with it strong.
This isn't too strong, but it's not like a third cream.
Yeah.
Like you like, I know. Hey, baby.
I don't like a third cream. Quarter's enough.
Towels in the door, mate.
So the UK, so the EU, I feel like it's been a real struggle, but they're starting to come to the end of that struggle, and I do feel like that might be Omicron. But I do feel like they're starting to feel like, you know, I think we did a reading yesterday. Dean, we looked at the EU yesterday, and I said that they're getting to a point where they're, the whole of Europe in general, including UK, and where they're going to start being able to put their resources into other areas as well. Still have resources for COVID, but spend some resources elsewhere. And I think that's going to be needed. Monday, there's the Two of Cups. Group work here, group work. Making sure that their security is bound. I do feel like they feel like that they have to, they're glad that Omicron, that peak is coming, because they feel like they need to put, they feel the need to put their resources into more vigilance with Russia acting up and stuff. So they're definitely talking amongst themselves. Hi, Anne. Hi, darling. And commitment, reaffirming commitment to each other. Monday, Tuesday. Now, there's definitely a very hopeful day on Tuesday. And also, hopefully, again, being able to send their thoughts in a different direction with the star. Wednesday, again, yeah. Okay. There's a couple of high impact cards here as well. Okay, and Hangman. It's like they want to start putting their efforts towards putting a halt or a pause button, hitting a pause button on something. And I do feel like they have been aware of Putin taking advantage of COVID and everything to try and, you know, sneak some things in, or squirrel, you know. And they want to, as a group, put a pause on that. Hit the pause button on that. Thursday, the Emperor, definitely building up stability, bringing back stability to the EU. That's going to be a big thing for them this week, and security. So, hey, Whitby, hey, Bubba boy.
It's giving you a bit of time in the year.
Come here to Mama. Come here. Come say hello to Mummy.
Oh, I've got the treat bag. I think
I can't compete with the treat bag.
well, maybe an empty treat bag.
Hi, Marjo. And also, yeah, there's definitely, and I do feel like they feel there's a couple of other people they've got to have a chat to, a couple of other leaders. Too much king-like behaviour. So in the latter half of the week, the European Union's definitely going to be addressing some of those. Friday, yeah, sort of an evening up of the scales here a bit. So this is definitely going to be a big thing for them this week. Being able to take a little bit of a breath and start communicating with some other things they know they have to be aware of. Saturday, just a minor celebration and support and reaffirmation of support and things like that. So there'll be a few meetings, informal phone calls, things like that. A chance to sit back, breathe, and direct their attention to some other things that has been needing it in order to put a pause button on a few people's shenanigans. So that'll be interesting. We'll see what happens there. Oh yes, a lot of rain in South Australia. It's been really bad. The ex-tropical cyclone Tiffany, the low from that went across the Kimberley and headed down south into South Australia. So yeah, lots of flooding. We're not really into the guts of cyclone season yet either. I reckon we've got at least 2 big ones going to be affecting Australia, and maybe one big one off the west coast as well, but at least 2 other big ones this season, and possibly some smaller ones causing minor havoc. Hi, Margel. Okay, so let's go up to Canada. Light a candle. Have a quick look at Canada. I might look at Mexico too. I don't look at Mexico very often, but it is a very important partner, part of the, you know, the continental US, North America. And yeah, don't go up to Canada. It's too cold. I hope it makes sense. It's not state policy. That is so true. So Canada. Look at Canada. Strategies, planning the bigger picture, looking forward. It's come a time where realizing that some strategies aren't quite working, some are, that they've got to enhance, look bigger. Look at the whole country as a whole, because there have been some areas that they're sparsely populated, yes, but that just means that if those communities get hit with COVID, it's a big thing. It's a bigger thing because the resources and the manpower they could lose is so it's time for them to step up and have another look at their national strategy and reassess what resources need to go where. I think Monday, yeah, that's definitely still looking at that. Where can they best put their resources to help people to even the scales up? Tuesday, yeah, things are getting a slow start in Canada this week.
It's hot out there.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, buddy.
Wednesday,
See?
there's going to have to be some clarity. People are starting to ask for some clarity, and they're going to have to come in and clear up a few things. So there's going to be some real cause around Wednesday or so, or the middle of the week, for some clarity in some policies. Thursday, I do feel like Canada's all through the week, I do feel an undercurrent of anxiety, and that might even be peaking later in the week around Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday, Page of Wands, news, actions, possibly implementation of a new strategy that they've been working on, and telling people about it. But is it going to work? Don't know. Saturday, yeah, Canada. This is very much out in the cold, and it's not just COVID. COVID's only one aspect. There's some other things that have needed addressing, as with every country that's been dominated with COVID. Some other areas of policy and society have suffered, and there's quite a lot of those things are going to have to be addressed. So what's this Five of Pentacles about on Saturday? Okay, ships coming in. Basically, that's pretty much supply chain. There's going to be more supply chain issues, and it's going to possibly worsen over the latter half of the week. And there's going to be a call, I think, to really work on that. The demands. That's everyone's supply chain issues are really a big problem at the moment. They're a problem here in Australia. They're a problem everywhere. Okay, have a look at Mexico. Shelby Lisa. Hi, Claudia Dobson. How are you? Angela Hone, hello. Newfoundland, yeah. They're suffering quite a bit with COVID. Let's have a look with Mexico. And then we'll look at the US for the next week. I'll look at the Trump family for this week, Kristen, no problem. The upcoming week for Mexico. warm, protective. We've got the Queen of Wands here, and it's like an instinctive move to protect its borders or protect its people. Yeah. Monday, so Sunday, there's, what's that Queen about? Oh, thank you, Shelby Lisa. What's that Queen about on Sunday? Queen of Wands on Sunday. Moving in a protective stance. Yeah, definitely a change coming in Mexico that fires up a need for protection. The world. No, step forward. I do feel there's something in Mexico, possibly an event that changes things. It could be a natural disaster event, I think, maybe. But it means that there's going to be a need for energy, protective energy, to be spent throughout Mexico. Possibly. So there's definitely some event. The Two of Swords on the Monday, sort of like a crossroads time, vital decisions to be made. There's a dissatisfaction with an offer. No, it's not good enough. Or a dissatisfaction with the situation in there where the people are feeling very dissatisfied with something, and it's like it's not good enough. Wednesday, yeah, the government's very big. The government is going to be in big news in Mexico by the middle of the week, heading into the tail end of the week. Seven of Wands, standing in defense. So the Hierophant on Wednesday, the Seven of Wands, stand up. I do feel it might be some border stuff happening, very much with border stuff. The boundaries, this far no further, that sort of thing. Thank you, Shelby Lisa. Friday, the Sun, things taking a turn for the better by Friday. Saturday, yeah, justice, things turning out. So whatever this is, it's over pretty quickly, but it's quite a big impact within Mexico itself. But by the time Saturday comes around, things will have settled the way it should with the justice. Things will have evened out, and things should be back in balance. Yeah. I do feel like it could be a border situation in the town, and possibly the need for the government to intervene short time, possibly some troops being sent there, Mexican troops. Or yeah, definitely something. There's going to be, but I do feel it's going to be resolved pretty quickly. But that doesn't mean it's not going to have quite a bit of an impact in that region. So it could be a very interesting week for Mexico. Someone wants to. So some skirmishes, definitely a need for institutional protection, stand up, set new boundaries and defence. But a turn to things working out okay, and things being back in balance by the weekend. So interesting week in Mexico. Okay, the US for the coming week. So I got nothing on COVID there, just definitely border skirmish, protection. No. Okay, the UK this week. Sunday, not the UK, sorry, US. US. An extra shuffle. Just got a big crack. I was picturing the map in my mind and I just got a big crack, like a jagged crack going right through it. Sunday, the Empress. Nurturing possibilities. It's a big card. It's a major arcana. The possibilities, basically the term pregnant with possibilities comes through. Yeah. So it could be news. It's just, yeah, a big news week, I think. Just bursting, pregnant with news, I suppose that term is. Monday, walking away, 8 of Cups. Is that a resignation? Or is that walking away from? Page of Swords. News of somebody. News is possibly going to force somebody to walk away, and it's not good news. It's news details that they really don't want to know. The Andrew, formerly known as Prince. The Fool. Yeah, possibly somebody might be retiring or resigning, having to start on a new journey. Too many details. I wonder if that's Thomas. Is that Thomas? What does the card cut say? Ooh, there could be pressure on Thomas to resign. Clarence Thomas, because of everything that is coming out about his wife. It doesn't necessarily mean he will, but there's definite pressure there. Tuesday, defeat. Defeat for whom? Wednesday, secrets, lies and spies, things coming to the surface. I don't think it's Mitch. I think when Mitch goes, it's going to be about his health. He's not going to let anyone push him out about it, any of his actions. Thursday, a firm establishment of autonomy. I think, and a firm vindication. I'm feeling a real vindication. Friday, more things coming to light, but approaching with caution. A need for caution. Saturday, heading into a new cycle. That's the second time the Fools appeared. What is this defeat about? On Tuesday, with the Five of Swords, defeat, abuse of power, people walking away. Loss, time to move on, transition with the Five of Cups. Is this Clarence Thomas? Yeah, I think he might be getting pressure from within the ranks. He should have recused himself on the National Archive things. Yeah, and there's a lot of things that he has sat and judged on that he should have recused himself on. What's this defeat about? On Tuesday. This came out reversed. The Hangman, useless sacrifice. I'm just getting a broken man. I feel like this is Rudy. The week is definitely going to be dominated with 1-6 and all that's going on. And also, is this Clarence Thomas or is this Mitch McConnell? Is this Mitch McConnell? Could be a double whammy because that's why Clarence Thomas got the Knight of Wands. Mitch McConnell got the Ace of Wands. So there's energy building up with him retiring. Okay, I'm going to grab yet another deck. Is Clarence Thomas going to have to retire? Be forced to resign. Hi, Sharon Sipe. Is Mitch McConnell getting closer to retirement? Okay, his concerns is that Senate leadership of the Republicans that's what's stopping him. He is getting closer. He's going to have to. It's his health that's going to send him. He doesn't trust what is on offer, what is being presented as leadership in the Senate. And he doesn't like letting hold of anything. I do think McConnell was getting closer to retirement, but if anyone's forced to walk away and the 8 of Cups can be forced abandonment, I think it'll be Clarence Thomas. I do think it's just it's building up too much. It's building up with his wife and her shenanigans to be ignored any longer. Trump or Jeff, the only one he won't want to take any of the four would be Ivanka. Trump this week. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, Trump will let his kids take the four, definitely. He's defying order to release January 6 records. Trump in this coming week. He's not happy about the grand jury in Georgia. Sunday for Trump. His family, he's like talking to everyone in the family, making sure they know that he's boss, that his word is law, blah, 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 blah. And he's trying to, this is also Trump org, he's trying to, I'm surprised they haven't frozen Trump org by now. He's trying to get things out while he can, I think. Monday. Oh, he's got some disappointing news coming his way. Very just big disappointing news. Chuck Grassley might be around, but I don't think he'll win in the election. 45. Okay. Tuesday, past dreams and nostalgia. When I was king, when I was king. He doesn't want to let go of anything. Ooh. By Wednesday, he's like, oh, he's going to be told, you've got to tone things down. You've got to step carefully. He's going to get a warning to say, you've got to be careful. Thursday, change on Thursday. A change of fortune for Trump on Thursday. Is it good or bad? Well, we don't know. We'll just have to find out. Friday, resources, donors. Yeah, he's gearing up for his rally. He wants more money from people. And honestly, he's conning them. It's not going to go towards a campaign. Saturday. Ooh, secrets, lies, and spies. Things coming to the surface. Saturday, the rally that he's supposed to be having. Yeah. What's this? So, the moon with regard to the rally. What's that about? Momentum. Is it picking up momentum, or is things getting out of his control? Is he going to try and kick things into next drive? Judgment, people waking up. Well, is that good or bad for him? Is that a pause in momentum? Is it halted momentum? With the crowing about his lost victory and stuff? Is this rally going to be a dud? There's the judgment again, and that's the big yes card. So, wow, Saturday's going to be a high impact day for Trump. Why does he need caution in the middle of the week? Yep. Keep your mouth shut. This is it coming up to the time where he can no longer escape the consequences of his actions. What's the change? Thursday. The result of work, the result of efforts causing a change for Trump. In what way? Knight of Pentacles. It's basically going to bring quite a few of his mechanisms grinding to a halt with the Knight of Pentacles. What's going to happen this week? What's this 6 card? Is that stuff coming out? The archives? Is it the documents? Oh, yes, it is the documents. Tower. Yeah, there's more stuff coming out of the documents. Oh, and some people are asking, some reasonably minded Republicans, and there are quite a lot out there, why would you need to seize the voting machines if you're so convinced you won? You know? I think there's some stuff that is going to come out this week that some people, even if they're at his rally, might be starting to like listen to what he's saying and start dissecting it. Okay. So the Texas Attorney General is refusing 1/6 to supply documents. Will he be forced to do that? If they are to do with the insurrection, Yeah, I think he's going to, will he be forced to hand them over? Yes, with the 3 of Cups. Poison Chalice with the Knight of Cups. A split in the happy family of the Texas Republican executive branch. I'm just, yeah, dissatisfaction. Offer he doesn't want. Clouded confusion. He's going to try and not hand things over, but in the end, he's going to have to. Thank you, Em. In the end, he's going to have to. There's more stuff in that. I don't know what they want, but there's stuff in there. Is there some explosive things? Is there a document landmine in there that he wants? Oh, yeah, definitely. He's trying to sneak away from it. There's definitely reasons he doesn't want to hand that stuff over. Oh, yeah, they had them all ready to go. Okay, let's have a look. What else is going on? What else can we look at, dear? I'll have a look at the news feed here. Okay. Anyone got a question? Ten hours ago, UK reports 76,807 new cases and 297 deaths. Prince Andrew, what teddy bears? What are the teddy bears? What are they about? Prince Andrew is going to be found liable. You think the plan was to harm VP or senators so martial law could be called? When was that, Bonnie Russell? Is that a latest plan that's come out? He collected teddy bears, had a special room for them, and would scream if the staff. Well, I've collected the odd teddy. I've got a bit of a teddy bear collection. I don't have a special room for them. Yeah, he's no longer HRH. Yeah, it's been to that. 60 teddy bears on Andrew. Is this true? Not really. Honestly, I think it's possibly not true. Not a whole collection. There might be the odd one or two that he'd been given. How to arrange his 72 teddy bears. Look, they may have been things. Look, I've often seen that roles being handled things like bears and all that. So if there is a collection, it's that sort of collection. It's sort of like bears that he's been handed by people over the years and all that. Yeah. So look, it is true, but I don't think he screams at the staff if they get touched or anything like that. Yeah. No, I don't think he's obsessed with them. They're just part of his time as a role that were collected on his bed. No, they're not on his bed. I can't see that. I can definitely see them on a bed in a spare room or something, but not on his bed. No, I think that's just, and yes, a maid might well have had to have a day's training in how to arrange the bears and things like that. But yeah, it is what it is. Oh, that is so sweet, Geek. Well, Andrew, yes, it's going to go to trial. Margelle, yes. Yeah, it is going to go to trial. He can't afford it. He can't avoid it. Okay. Yeah, there are. The reason he's going for a lot of these smaller places is that the larger places won't have him because he hasn't paid bills for any of them. Talking about Trump and shuffling the card, and this card fell out. DeSantis. Okay, we can have a look at the week ahead for DeSantis. Firstly, is he going to be tied to Matt Gaetz? So let's have a look at this week ahead for DeSantis. Okay. Oh, that's so sweet. DeSantis, this week for him, it's going to be, he's going to try to be gaslighting things and to be, you know, these aren't the droids you're looking for type thing, and Jedi mind tricks and stuff. His biggest concern is to keep people from finding the truth. Okay. What's his challenge this week? King of Pentacles. Corruption, corrupt money. Financial instability. There's definitely going to be questions about money popping up with him this week. What's his advice for the week? Try and keep calm, Ronnie boy. Okay, try and keep calm. This is Ron DeSantis I'm looking at this week. What's at the base of his week? What's assessment, consequences. His outcome is the Five of Cups. You've just got to accept things and move on, buddy boy. Transition card. He's going to have to accept that some things are not going to happen. That his chances have been knocked over. Hi, Kenya Jones. And hello to all my lovely lurkers. And to anyone who watches the video later. What else? Stand in defense of himself. Secrets, lies, and deceptions coming out. Wow. Is he going to get tied to Matt Gaetz and the sex trafficking? There's definitely going to be a lot of debate, a lot of to and fro on that happening. Yeah. News. Disappointing news. Possibly, but I don't know that they'd have enough. I think there might be some ties, but not enough to bring him down, but enough to do some damage. But I don't think he'll be proven to be involved to such an extent where he's exposed to legal issues from it. But the mud is going to stick. Mud is going to stick. Ooh. You're a very generous person, Geek, with your time, with your resources. I just did, Angela Hone, I just read on DeSantis. That was the reading I just did. He's in for a bit of a rough week. I think he's going to have to be DeSantis. And the challenge there for him that week was the King of Pentacles, money, resources. Will Boris Johnson go soon? Thanks, Anne. It's nice that you could join us for the live today. We had a nice chat yesterday, didn't we? Will Boris Johnson go soon? 6 of Cups. The Star. And Judgment. Yeah, look, it's looking like there definitely might be. It's getting to the point where even if a dozen Tory MPs plotting to oust PM have been blackmailed by whips. Well, I do think that it's just getting to the point where inter-party pressure, it's just, no, it's going to be too great. What was it? Davis said last week, in the name of God, go. It's getting very close to that happening. There is apparently a sister variant of Omicron. Is this something we should be concerned about? Let's have a look. All right, I can have a look at Josh Hawley, Margell. But first, we'll have a look at sister variant to Omicron. Three of Cups. Relative control. Caution. It doesn't hurt to be cautious. Approach with caution about it. Hi, Eddie Smith. Thank you for that lovely compliment to everybody who helps others. That's lovely. While it's going to be an approach with caution, I do seem to think, I think that the support mechanisms and everything in process and that the control at this stage, it's take precautions until they know more, but I do think it's going to be what they've learned about Omicron means they're going to be able to have more of a control over this one. It might not be as virulent or something, but that doesn't mean it's not something that should be treated with all caution. Okay, so Josh Hawley. Okay. Okay, Josh Hawley. What's going on with Josh Hawley? Ooh. He is very much facing defeat on something. So I don't know what this is about, but he definitely, the energy around him is one of defeat. Not him defeating somebody else, him being defeated. When's he up for re-election? What is his challenge? Ooh. He is definitely lost in a bit of a fog. He can't seem to make up his mind. There's definitely something going on with the man. What he needs to do is take advice. Page of Swords. A Page of Wands, sorry. He needs to be prepared to talk. He's going to get subpoenaed, and he needs to be prepared for that. He needs to prepare himself to talk. What's at the base of things for him this week? 18, some truths coming out that he really, the challenge for him is to keep some things hidden. But that's because as things are going to come out, some really harsh truths are going to come out. What are the outcomes for Josh Hawley this week? I'll tell you what, that Six of Cups is popping up a lot with Republicans. Past actions returning. Hi, Dan Orshaw. Congress, the Queen of Wands, that is my card for Congress, and investigations. Ooh. Called forth to answer for his actions. I do think he's going to get a subpoena. Is he going to be subpoenaed? Got the Devil. He's got some actions to pay for. He's definitely going to be trying to fight it. But it's a losing battle. He's going to try and manipulate. Minor celebrations, but judgment. Is that minor celebration? What is that Four of Wands about? Support. He's going to need support from family and friends. I think he's next up on the subpoena list. 2025. Yeah, okay. He's just hoping to be able to step back and hide in the shadows. And but that's not going to happen. He's on the subpoena list, and it's coming up soon. Okay, who's got a question? Hi, Fern Robin Blank. How are you, my dear? Let's have a look at the news feed. See what else there is. Rudy Giuliani and Michael Flynn to see honorary university degrees revoked. Yeehaw. Oh, Arnie had a car crash, but he's okay. Was Eric Prince involved in 1-6? Ooh, interesting question. Hi, Mary Sutton. Interesting question. Was Eric Prince involved? In 1-6. Kept in the background. That's the 4 of swords. Maybe in not in a huge way. And I think maybe at the start they asked him about, this is the Page of Wands, what sort of actions could be taken. So maybe they sounded him out and how best to disrupt things. And so, because this, of course, is the sort of thing he'd be able to give a lot of advice on. So I do think they sounded him out about some things. Yes. He was, in that he provided advice on how to get on strategy and some of the best things to do, and even like with the oath keeper guy, and they said they had little pockets, people in rooms around Washington DC with the quick response forces or something, that sort of thing. So I do think that he was involved with providing them with consulting with them. The moon, the Empress, definitely there's yeah. Okay. I feel like he wasn't directly involved in the planning stage, more in support with providing some information and even some training sort of. So Yeah. Ivanka's interview, yeah. Okay. Who did Manchin call after the vote? He called someone, did he? Youngkin. I'm just getting the governor of Kentucky, so it wouldn't surprise me if he called that dude. Now, the Democratic Party of Arizona have voted to censure Kirsten Sinema and put her on notice that if she does not start stepping up and doing her duty in protecting voting rights and things, they are going to primary her. So, is the Democratic Party in Virginia going to do the same with Manchin? Will the Democratic Party in Virginia sanction Manchin? Oh yeah, the Los Angeles parcel robbers. I do think that the FBI is going to do me on that. It's federal, so and the US Postal Service has people as well. So will the Democratic Party in Virginia sanction Manchin and warn him that he's going to be primaried? Yes, they're talking about it. They're talking about it. West Virginia for Manchin. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes. They're, yeah. Definitely. They are definitely talking amongst themselves, yes. Ah, wow. That's why they're treating it with caution, yeah, because they still need to find more. Yeah. Travel's high. But yeah, I do feel like that the party in West Virginia we're mentioning, they're going to be doing the same thing. And they really should have done it ages ago. Yes, there's definitely a change coming for Manchin. Bringing some things to light, slowing him down and telling, no, you've got to start doing the right thing. Hey, Linda B. Yeah, the FBI and a few other agencies are going to be working on the mail thing. Is this a form of mutated Omicron and Delta? Wow, is it? Is it a mix? That would be nasty. That would be nasty, and that would cause a lot of anxiety. So the thing is, what we've got to do is try and keep calm, because there's a possibility that it is that. Vigilance, celebration, homes. while that's a possibility, I do feel that it's something that they'll be able to, there might be some good news from the work that's already been done. Will the RNC get investigated or audited? Okay, interesting question. Phone Robin Blanc, what is NB? What state is that? Is that Nevada? Okay, somebody's asked, will the RNC get audited? Yeah, so with regard to the possible new variant, be cautious where you get your news from. Just take all normal precautions and just I do feel like that they do know about this variant, and that there's some of the efforts that they've made with the others are going to be useful. Okay, so will the Republican National Congress, will they get audited? It definitely, look, this is the review card. So this is definitely a yeah, review of finances. Yeah, the Republican Party. Hey, Bubba. You going to show everyone your pretty face? Yep. They want to have a look at the state of things. There's just definitely going to be some. There's definitely going to be calls for the audits, and out in the cold, overindulgence with the Three of Cups. Lots and lots of details. Yes, it definitely. This is the terrier going after it. Yeah, there's definitely an audit coming up for the RNC. The Sun bringing things to light. 8 of Swords. Restrictions. Ooh. Do you like parties get any federal funds, like the Republican National Congress and the Democratic National Congress? And if someone's running as an independent and stuff, do they get some federal funds? because I feel like restriction, if not freezing of funds. And a definite crossing the line. I'm not quite sure how, but I do feel like there's going to be restricted movement. 5 police shootings. I do think, yes, there is going to be an audit, and it's definitely going. I just feel like some restrictions placed on things. So while the audit is ongoing, an administrator possibly. Will there be an administrator? That's if it's in danger of going bankrupt. Why would the administrator come in? Is the RNC in danger of going bankrupt? Yeah, there'll be restrictions on those federal funds. But here's the page of cups, the page of swords. I asked, are they in danger of going bankrupt? 8 of cups thinks there's definitely something hinky going on with the money in the RNC. If they're put under administration, is the RNC going to be put under administration? Quite possibly, yes. What is going on? I think people within the RNC have started really digging. Will there be a court-appointed administrator for the RNC to oversee the books? There's a possibility. All I know is that the RNC is going to be going through a really chaotic time in the near future. I don't know what is going on, but definitely, I do think there's going to be. Is it going to be audited? Yeah, here's that restriction again in auditing. Yes, I do think that. Hi, Deborah Kell. I'm going to get up and stretch my legs for about a minute or two, guys, because I've been sitting down for like 2 hours. So, you know, I had to get up and stretch my legs for my circulation and stuff. So just be back in. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, pretty girl. I'm not a property name. It's a no.
Oh, sorry. Coffee's the that's understanding the question. You want to understand the question?
Yeah. Okay.
More coffee. More good coffee. I'm drinking coffee like a good brown. You know.
Really?
Yeah. Go thicker.
Yeah.
Really? You want chili crack?
I got a hug. I got a hug. Thanks for your patience. Yeah. Will Harry and Meghan move back to the UK? Well, look, I do think that they will be spending time. I don't see it being for another few years until the kids are a bit older. I do feel that at the very least, Harry will get back into that fold again fully. But he and his family need this time. Hi, Cartomancy. Hi, Marisa Sutton. Yep. They need this time away. Okay. I don't know. I can see Meghan spending time between the UK and America. But yeah. UK accuses Moscow of trying to install pro-Russia leadership in Ukraine. Are they right? The Hermit, Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. Yeah, I do feel that they are right. That is what they are trying to do. I don't see them succeeding, but I do think that Ukraine is going to become part of NATO. Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, out in the cold, they're not going to succeed. Yeah.
Want me to sing for you, Bob? Bit of background music.
Do you want to hear James singing?
You don't want to know. I know you don't.
I have heard James singing.
Never again, you said.
If you are willing to risk your ears and suffer nightmare of this cacophony of noise, I'm sure he'd be happy to let loose a bellow or two.
I'm going to ruin your show.
What's that song you always used to sing to me?
Oh, come on.
The morning train song?
Oh, it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
About 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It is true that they are trying to do that, but it's not going to succeed. But yes, this is something that they are actually trying to do. The UK is right.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Our geek wants you to sing.
Sorry, mate.
You don't, hey, don't offer it in a platter if you're not going to hand it out to people.
More a personal offer after you're offline. Just for you.
Yeah, lucky me. I at least can hold a tune for about 20 seconds. After that, well, it's anybody's. It's just open to interpretation whether I do or not. But yeah, Clarence is okay. I don't know what's going on, but he'll be able to come back. You hear Phyllis still sing I Can't Get No Satisfaction. And Lucy in the Sky. Yeah, no, Geek, you wouldn't be able to take this. Trust me, you wouldn't.
She's going to put a button in the coffee. Grab it. Oh, so curious. Curious. Okay.
Oh, that's what I was a student.
Picture yourself on a boat in a river. And that's about all I know. He can laugh at himself, William Shatner, when over the hedge, over the hedge movies, playing the hedgehog. I think he really thoroughly enjoyed that, playing up on the overacting. Well, my nieces and nephews love my version of the bear went over the mountain, but my siblings and in-laws were quite horrified. And now he's hanging on the wall, going nowhere at all. Not that I think trophy hunting and stuff like that is acceptable. But yeah, I'm twisted. Will China make their move on Taiwan after the Olympics? Ooh, will they detain Taiwanese athletes? Wow, interesting. That is a really interesting question. Will China make? Oh, look at this. This flew out. I'll tell you what, there is a strategy in place. That is a definite possibility that they could do that. Will they try and detain Taiwanese athletes? They didn't previously, in 2008. Quite possibly for security reasons. I don't know if Taiwan's going to the Olympics. Yeah, I do feel that there might be, but they might withdraw on that. They might pull back from that. I do think that it is something that is a real possibility. But I do feel that they won't, because there would be immediate reaction from others in defense of Taiwan. And to protect those athletes. But trust me, it is something they have thought about doing. It is something they have thought about doing. Yeah, definitely hidden strategies that they have. Chinese Taipei, yeah. It is something that has been considered. You must get more tea. Hey, my bear went over the mountain is not a dirty ditty. Okay. There'll be too many eyes on them to try a stunt like that, but that doesn't mean that they haven't thought about it. Yeah, the judgment, it would just, they have definitely contemplated it, and there's a chance that they may do it, but the consequences would be swift and immediate. And I don't know that they'd be willing to have to deal with it. Hey, Baba girl. Hey, my Baba. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry for putting my paper where you're sitting.
Leave it to it, baby.
Ah,
Not more light.
no, it's fine. Thank you. Mm. Now I've got something running through my head. Unless I write it down, it's not going to go away. What's the scoop on Tucker Carlson? He is really, really very conceited. He should know better than he does. But he started believing his own bullshit. Okay, I've got to say it. I just formed this ditty in my mind. It's rude and crude, okay? Okay? But, well, not that bad. There was a young girl from Quebec who travelled throughout the Old West. The shoulder holders had 2 pistols that she fired by shaking her bristles. Okay, so there you go. That is a bad ditty, okay? And I'm ashamed of myself. Okay? And I was trying to think, I was thinking, I can't stay it until I have a town that rhymes with Old West. No. And W, none of them will. Tucker Carlson. He is up for a bit of the challenge for him. Is very much some argy-bargy happening. He is in for a bit of a fight. And it's going to start to become a losing battle with him. No, I'm not repeating my dirty ditty. It was very naughty of me, and I apologise to any young ladies from Quebec or anywhere else. In her holsters, she had 2 pistols that she fired by shaking her bristles. I'm sorry. Being of the buxom type myself. Okay. Best advice, Tucker Carlson. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going to be coming out. Be prepared. He's going to have to start cutting through the bullshit. Chrissey. At the bottom of this is him. This is pandering. This is him pandering. I'm ashamed of myself. Honestly, I really am. I'm trying to be ashamed of myself. Sometimes I think humour gets drowned out by other things. Like my sister used to tell me to remember to wear a bra when I go jogging, otherwise I'd give myself 2 black eyes and things like that. And stuff. So I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Tucker Carlson. Yeah. Oh, things about to be evened up with him. Ooh. He's actually going to need quite a bit of strength in his near future. What is coming for him? Institutional. The Hierophant, indoctrination. you what, there's going to be some things happening quite quickly with him, but he seems to be a bit of a Teflon coated at the moment. That's not going to last forever. Will there be any big world events happening during the Olympics? I'm not quite sure. I mean, there could be some attempts with everyone focused on that to do some things, people try and sneak some things through. Humanity has one real weapon. He just laughed. That is so true. All right, then. There was a young lady from Kim. No. There was a young lady called Bess who travelled throughout the Old West. The holsters contained some pistols that she shot by shaking her pistols. I'm sorry, guys. Look, I am so sorry. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I just... Okay, I was very naughty. I'm very sorry. If I lose some subscribers, please do not unsubscribe from me, because sometimes can be a bad girl. The world will collapse if there is insufficient tea. Yeah, tea and coffee. No tea and coffee? Woo! Look, certainly the possibility that some people are going to try and get things around. I'm trying to read on, it's ridiculous. I'm trying to read on a serious question. Will there be any big political or other events happen during the Olympics? You know, people using it as a diversion. And all I can think about is a very silly limerick that I came up with. They've got to, look, the pistols have a hair trigger, okay? And I'm just... Yeah. Oh, my mum. Yeah, because one of those people, you know, I have those cowlicky thing, right? And sometimes it would form a Superman curl in the middle of my head, right? You can see, look, see? I know it's grey, but there's curls. And when it was a little shorter, it would curl up even more. And my mum used to do that. There was a little girl who had a little curl right in the centre of her forehead. And when she was good, she was very, very good. And when she was bad, she was horrid. And I'm like, I hated that. And I think when I'm bad, I'm better. Who brought up limericks? Who brought up dirty ditties and limericks? It was you, Geek, wasn't it? You did it. You said the words dirty ditties, and that set my mind going. I blame Geek. Okay. Enough about hair triggers. Okay. What else? So let's have a look. Okay, will there be some people who try to take advantage of the Olympics? Indictment for sedition or seditious conspiracy, treason. Anything that means that he wouldn't be able to get to his money. Okay, will there be some people who try to take advantage of the Olympics to cause some trouble? Well, yes. There's always people around there. Yeah, again, this is like planning and strategies. This is a card of strategy. Even the Seven of Swords is a card of strategy. Family. Yeah, maybe sneak in and defeat what people's are tied up. So, look, they're not sending diplomats with that. Six of Pentacles, quid pro quo. A change. Somebody's going to try and sneak in a change of leadership somewhere. I think possibly even the Ukraine thing, you know, that the UK was talking about. But there'll be defence and it won't work. There'll be swift defence. Yeah, there's a chance that somebody is going to try and do something tricky. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What legal trouble would cause? Yeah, I think if they, ooh, if the state of Georgia indicts him, he might try and skip the country. He's worrying about that grand jury. Is he? Will he try and skip the country if he's indicted by the grand jury in Georgia? I told you it would be a race between New York and Georgia, and if New York doesn't get to him first, Georgia will, and I do think it might be Georgia. Will Trump try and skip the country if Georgia indicts him? Yes. He is going to lose Mar-a-Lago. He might even try and barricade himself in Mar-a-Lago. That was only PG. What, my Bristol's one? The hair trigger? I do think he's starting to feel insecure with the devil. He'll do whatever he can to not have to face the consequences of his actions and gaslight and judgment. I don't know why, but I just got a picture of him sitting in Mar-a-Lago and it's all empty, and no furniture and stuff, and it's dark and the light's out, there's no power, and he's sitting in there. Is Trump one of 8 Johns on the Epstein list? Oh. don't think he was put on the list, but he was a customer. But he was never put down in writing, if you know what I mean. Is he one Scott? Called for to answer. Or he wasn't supposed to be on the list. Epstein told him he wasn't on the list. But I think Epstein lied. He's Mar-a-Lago again. Coming back. He could be. He could be. I've got Trump told Epstein he'd pardon him, but he didn't. So Epstein got word, put him on the list. Epstein didn't have him on the list. Or there's another list. Epstein's gotten written down somewhere. It's not on that list, on another one. Trump org. Ooh. Trump org. Is Trump org involved with that thing? Battlement vigilance. The Trump org got a financial tie to Epstein. Cloudy. There's some real cloudy stuff there. Entertainment purposes only. Possibly. Is there some paperwork? Prosecution. Oh. There's going to be more coming out about Epstein and Maxwell and stuff and ties to various organisations. Epstein left some receipts behind. But he's hidden them. I don't know if they'll ever be found. Wasn't it Miss Universe? Yeah, there's definitely stuff out there. And yes, well, that Miss Universe, whatever it was he owned, well, some of the, yeah, there's a definite tower coming up for Trump and Trump org with regard to Epstein. So there's definitely something coming up. The world, it's going to change. It's going to change perceptions. It's going to change views. Mm. Who said dirty ditties? Somebody said dirty ditties. I saw the word dirty ditties written down. Yeah, Beijing finds 7-Eleven for calling Taiwan a country. Yeah. Ah, well, somebody used the word dirty ditties. Use the term dirty. It doesn't really matter, does it? If it wasn't you, Geek, I apologise. Somebody mentioned dirty ditties. Anyway. Yeah. Having gone totally off the planet there with regard to and off topic. Somebody said dirty ditties. I know. I saw those words. I know what I saw. But I might have got it wrong who said it. Doesn't matter, does it? It's all a bit of silly fun. If not exactly politically correct fun. Embrace chaos, guys. You'll proudly take the blame. There's no blame. Oh, come on, guys. Let's move on from my total lapse in taste. My total lapse out of elegance and taste into the gutter of Limerick Town. Rona Romney McDaniel. Rona Romney McDaniel. Yeah. Yes, sure, Pamela Bryant. I'll be happy to. What's the next few years hold for Rona Romney McDaniel? She's a interesting piece of work. It's about what's in the cards for her. Let's have a look here. Eight of Cups. Walking away, but that could be walking to on a new path to higher achievement, or could be walking away. I would not have thought walking away was in her vocabulary, so it'll be interesting to see what happens next. Let's have a look here. What's her challenge here? Family legacy. With the 10 of Cups. Because she's Mitt Romney's daughter, isn't she? What's the base of this reading for? She is a very, very strong person. Very strong. She's a strong personality. But where she is at the moment is considering walking away. Why? Does she feel like she's being undermined or something? that her position is being undermined, or and her challenge is living up to family legacy, the dark side of family wealth too. Niece, you think, yeah. At the base of this, it's like self-sabotage or why she's generally a very strong person. She feels like she's being undermined at the moment. She allowed 45 to take over the party. Okay. And that might be why this is at the base, the strength, but I'm feeling like she's being very strong in the past, but I'm feeling like she's feeling undermined. The challenge. I think there's a general feeling with her that her actions have enabled the Republican Party to be undermined and to be sabotaged. I'm not sure it's the past for her. Fighting a losing battle. 5 of Wands, conflict. She encouraged conflict. I think Trump might have promised her a few things that he didn't follow up on. What is the present for her at the moment? Oh, she is feeling judged. She is feeling judgment from others, or facing judgment from others. Undermine, as above, so below. Judgment from others, undermining her strength. I think a lot of people are starting to judge her and blame her for just letting Trump run free and not, yeah. And there's a big, what's in her immediate future? Wow, pay the devil his due. She's in for a bit of a hard time in her immediate future. Of course, you don't wish harm on anyone. What is her attitude? She's got some high impact things happening to her. She is hoping, very hopeful, to skate through this mess. She's realizing that she also is one of the instigators of getting Trump in there and letting Trump take over. And what does she need to know? She needs to know institutional processes are going to be happening. I do think that there's definitely going to be an audit of the RNC, and she is going to be caught up into it, and she needs to know that there are going to be people within the party I would have thought she was going strong. I definitely thought she was going strong. And it was going to be a pain in their butt for a long time, but this is not looking good for her. Undermined strength, judgment by others, paying the devil his due, having seriously to pay for repeated mistakes, just hoping, her attitude is one of hope that things can go in a different direction. What she needs to know is the Hierophant is the processes, other processes are coming into play. And she is the head of the RNC, and she is held to be responsible for what they do. What are her hopes and fears? Oh boy, she's hoping she's not going to end up being defeated, but she fears that she is. What is her outcomes for her? What is the possible outcome for Rona Romney McDaniel? Oh, long dark night of the soul. I'm totally surprised by this reading that it's not spelling good things for her. I did a full cross on her and this is her outcome. Long dark night of the soul. I think there are others within the Republican Party, within the ranks, the grassroots party stage, and certainly within the RNC, that are starting to say if this party is going to be saved in any way, shape or form, people are going to have to be held to account. Very interesting. I was not expecting that. This is not looking good for her. I'm totally surprised by this. Yeah, she's a very, very strong person, but that's all being undermined, and she feels like she's being sabotaged too. But she's the head of the RNC, and they have totally stuffed up, leading to audits and possible restrictions on federal funds and things like that. She's going to be held accountable for that. And she's going to be judged on that. And yeah, it's not a good outlook for her. No harm or anything like that. But it's not going to be the rosy political future she was hoping for. She might even be considering resigning and running away. Really? Could be family, but yeah, there's definitely be interesting to see what happens with her. She's got not the best spread there. You don't want to wish harm on anyone or stuff, but you do want them to, you know, face up to their responsibilities, and if they're done wrong, face justice and stuff. So she's in for, it looks like she's in for a bit of a rough ride. Yeah, there's definitely, it wouldn't surprise me if the audit was called for internally, because there were a lot of people who came out and said no, they didn't want them paid. So they're looking at what else happened. So yeah. Okay, any more questions, guys? Coffee's a bit odd tasting. Okay. Well, guys, what I might do is I might wrap it up then today. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for forgiving me for my total lapse into crassness and naughtiness with my dirty ditty. Limerick. Look, I love you all. Please take care. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay strong and loving. And I will be back in a few days. If you want a reading, please email me. And Footprint. And yeah, pretty well February's opened up, and I can send you. I've still got some spaces for the last week of January, and I can send you a calendar for February as well. So love you all. Please stay safe. Bye-bye.